Do you know how racist you have to be to go out and intentionally get a tattoo of 3 baby apes to represent your 3 mixed grandchildren? This creator came on here telling her story on how her mother-in-law, her white mother-in-law, went out and got a tattoo of 3 baby apes to represent her kids. The creator's name is Tish. She goes by Tish Monster on TikTok. And she and her husband are both mixed, which just means the mother-in-law laid down with the black man and had a mixed baby of her own. So you had your own mixed kid and you just stayed ignorant? Tish also said that the mother-in-law called her babies monkeys previously. Before getting that tattoo done, she had already called these babies monkeys. That should have been the last time she saw those kids. Monkeys? Every time I open up this app, I just come across the craziest stories.
When she first got that tattoo, I asked her to cover it up. And at first she told me no. And I said, cool. I just don't want to be around you. Didn't really say too much about it. The next day, she said, hey, I'll cover up around you. I'm so sorry. I was like, cool. I want to cover it up everywhere around me. Not just my home, everywhere. She said, cool. That's not what happened when she ended up moving back home. I would be in other areas of town and of gathering. And I was trying to be civil for the kids, for my husband, trying my best to just deal and not... But nobody was taking it seriously enough. I would go to another family member's house and she would have it out. I would go to a little bar where it's like a very small town. So every day there's like a routine for somebody in the family to go somewhere and have a couple drinks. Sometimes I would go up there so that way the kids could see grandparents and stuff for like an hour. The thing would be out. I'd be staring at it. One day I was just having a bad fucking day. And we were at another family member's house and it was just out looking at me. I was already mad at my husband because I had to get 3 kids ready by myself for the day and be over there at a certain time. By the time I pulled up, everyone was asking me where I was at. Like, nobody else had to get 3 kids ready by themselves. Anyway. Fucking... And I felt like I kept trying to avoid her at this place. And she kept following me places. And I fucking realized I'm fucking mad. You have this stupid tattoo just staring at me. Leave me alone. That's not what happened. And then I just felt like nobody was on my side at all. I feel like nobody could fucking understand besides my family how fucking serious this fucking tattoo is. Like, I felt like I was losing my fucking mind, right? So then I finally like crash out a little bit and I'm like, hey, I'm not going to be around you anywhere, anytime without you covering that fucking thing up, right? And she was like, at first, like, no. And I'm like, fine, like, don't expect me to want to be around you anywhere. Nobody else asked me to go fucking around her with that fucking thing uncovered. All I'm asking is that she cover up with like a sleeve. I'm not asking that she cut her arm off. I'm not asking that she fucking get another fucking tattoo covering it. Just like get like a fucking compression sleeve and cover it the fuck up everywhere around me. Like, the fuck? So... my husband's grandparents' like 60th anniversary party is coming up and like I'm getting asked if I'm going and I'm saying no, I'm not going. And she's like begging me to go and I'm like, until you can tell me that you are going to cover up, I'm not going. I'm not saying nobody can't be around kids. I've never said you can't be around kids. I never called her a fucking racist, nothing like that. But if the kids can go to the fucking party, I'm not fucking going. She finally broke down, was like, I'll get the sleeve. I just want everyone together. Fine, whatever. We go, she covers it up. I shut the fuck up. I just mind my fucking business, right? Like 3 weeks passed. This past like week was my husband's birthday, okay? We fucking go over there. Not like I popped up. Not like I was uninvited to her home, right? And my plan was... I didn't know if she was going to cover up in her own home. And I was not going to demand it. But I was going to drop off my kids and just leave if she was uncovered. I wasn't going to say nothing. And so I freaking bring one baby in. And she's uncovered, and I turn around to get the other baby, and I say to myself, if she's still uncovered by the time I walk back in here with this other baby, because we have twins, if I walk back in here with this other baby and she is not covered up, I am going to leave. So I turn back around, bring the other baby in. She's coming out of her room from putting the sleeve on. Great. I shut the fuck up. I don't say anything. I go on about my business. Mind you, it's just mind blowing that you wait until the last second for me to get there when you invited us over and you know how I feel, but whatever. And I just fucking lost it, man. I just fucking lost it. I had decided over something else, a little argument my husband had this week, that it was time. It was time. And I didn't feel like I feel like I know those women in that family, and I know that they all think my husband is a golden boy, and how could he ever do anything wrong to make anybody want to divorce him? I get it, they're his family, whatever, but I also knew that they're all over there like talking shit because I know those women, right? And so I was just like, you need to tell them how you've been treating me. And so he included me, his grandmother, and his mother in a group chat. And he brought up a couple things that had happened over the years. And then he brought up, the tattoo and stuff. And that's all they wanted to address to me was how this fucking tattoo, not the way that he treated me, the couple things that he had said. Yes. Sorry, I'm staying at my dad's tonight. I had to go back and rewatch and see where I was at. All they wanted to talk to me was about this fucking tattoo and how I needed to get over it and stuff. And I was just like, you know what? If y'all are so proud of this fucking tattoo and y'all think nothing is wrong with it, post it. Post to the internet that you got a tattoo of your black grandchildren as fucking apes. And the thing is, I am not so sensitive to where I don't understand that it is very common for little babies at first, oh, that's a little cute little I get it. I'm not that fucking sensitive. However, I've never addressed that because they are also very fucking sensitive. And if I had said, hey, I don't want you to call him that, they would have called me sensitive. I was over exaggerating. She's just so woke, blah, blah, blah. And now they're mad that I never said that. Anyway, so I told her to post it. I was like, if you're so fucking proud of it, post it. I gave her an hour after I said that. And so I posted it because I'm just like, I'm fucking tired of the goddamn games, okay? Y'all making me feel crazy. I didn't feel like he was 10 toes behind me. It was just, he didn't like it either, but I did not feel like he was 10 toes behind me in my fucking boundary, my very simple boundary of just covering the fuck up and shutting the fuck up and stop testing her about it. But I didn't feel like I had that. Felt like I just kept getting little pokes. Yeah, so yeah, that's what I did. It's crazy. I might go back and delete a couple videos and redo them because I've been a little emotional this weekend. For now, I'm keeping everything up because it's just real. It's just real as fuck. And it's just what the fuck's been happening. And sometimes you just need to let people know. And it sucks. It's so messy. I am mildly embarrassed just because it's sucks. But nobody fucking checked them the way they needed to be checked, and they kept fucking dancing around it, and just I lost it. Okay. It is what it is at this point. It is what it is.
Hi guys, my name is Olivia and welcome back again to my channel. So guys, there's a video making the rounds online of a white grandmother who tattooed her 3 black children on her arm. But not as children, guys, not as portraits, but as monkeys. What? Let that sink in your mind. Now, we all know the long, painful history of comparing black people to apes. That stereotype has been used for centuries to humanize us, to justify slavery, segregation, and racism. So when a white family member does this, This is just poor judgment. It's a racist act that strips her own grandchildren of their humanity. From a liberal perspective of this shows how racism isn't always out there in the streets. Sometimes it's right inside your families. And the saddest part is this: these are children, for crying out loud. Children who deserve to be celebrated for who they are, not reduced to offensive racist imagery. What do you all think of this ignorance or straight up racism? Let's talk about it in the comment section. And don't forget to please give this video a thumbs up. Support the channel by subscribing to it.
Have you seen the viral video about this tattoo right here? This tattoo right here. Well, if not, I'll give you a little breakdown because I just went down the rabbit hole. There was a Black creator, a Black woman specifically, that came on this app and basically said she's done with her husband's side of the family, more specifically her mother-in-law. She's divorcing her husband and she's just tired of hiding or placating, you know, the microaggressions and the issues within him, right? And her mother-in-law. The issues have been going on for years. The racism has been going on for years, the microaggressions, like 11 years. They have 3 kids together. She's currently pregnant and she's tired of putting up with it. So the mother-in-law got this tattoo as a representation of her 3 Black grandchildren. Yes, apes. She got apes. This is ugly, mind you. She got apes as a representation of her 3 Black grandchildren. Now, what's crazy to me is this tattoo isn't what even sent the creator over the edge. It was her, the mother-in-law, continuing to show the tattoo around her when she asked her specifically to cover it up and refusing to post it. I'm sorry, and refusing to post it. When she specifically asked her to cover it up whenever the kids are around her. She still brought her kids and was around the mother-in-law after the tattoo and 11 years of racism. And like, her husband is one of those let's just keep the peace type of husbands. Like, he's okay with his mom and the way she acts. Like, he's not exactly happy with the tattoo, but he's not, like, you know, appalled by it. And mind you, this is what really sent me over the edge. Her husband, and I didn't know this until I started reading comments and deep diving, her husband is biracial himself. He is a Black man himself. He may not identify as it, but clearly this man is not white. Like, and he's literally been allowing his mother-in-law to continue to have micro and macroaggressions against his wife and his children. Like, what the fuck? And he wasn't, like, completely appalled and upset about the tattoo his mom got. I have a lot of sympathy for this woman, but I also, at the end of the day, am like, you really need to look within yourself now that you're getting away from this toxic, disgusting family dynamic. You need to try to get as much custody as you can. I wouldn't allow this woman around my children, my Black children. I would never. But you also need to get some therapy for yourself as to why, and figure out why the hell you dealt with this for 11 years. And then after this tattoo, you continued to stay and deal with it. There's something within yourself that she needs to, like, figure out, because, yeah.
Tish Monster, since you can't say what you would want to say, let us handle it, right? Because your mother-in-law, the grandmother of your children, of your 3 children, your Black children, biracial, whatever you want to call them, they're Black, right? Grandma is racist as fuck. Your husband don't give a fuck about your feelings, right? Because if you had a legitimate issue with what she put on her fucking arm to represent your kids, and he brushes it off like it's nothing, he does not care about you. To invalidate your wife's concerns shows that he has 0 fucks, or he gives 0 fucks about you. And it shows that he'll cater to his mother's fuckery than to care about his wife's feelings. Now, I'll say this, and this is why I say that she's racist as fuck, because you mentioned that you have told her on numerous occasions that when you are around, your kids are around, she's to cover that shit up. And each time, on multiple occasions, she never covered it up. They even took it a step further and gaslit you to the point where they're making it sound like you're the issue for having a genuine concern of why they did what they did or why she did what she did. I'll take it a step further and be real with you. Your mother-in-law slick hates you. She slick hates her grandchildren, because to have that out, people are going to question that. Like, yo, what does that represent? And she's going to say, those are my grandbabies. And they're going to kiki, they're going to kiki and ha-ha, right, about your doggone kids. I hope and pray to God that you divorce that man and you never have anything to do with that fucking side of the family. Because if they'll put that on their arm to represent your kid, if you were to go take those kids to their house and leave them there by themselves, there's no telling what they would do to those kids. Be done, be over with, and just know that they don't fucking like you. They don't like you. They slick hate you. And don't say I'm fucking overreacting either. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. Peace.
This tattoo is on a white lady's arm to represent her 3 mixed race, half black grandbabies. Yeah. But y'all, the worst part about this story is they're not even just like half black, half white mixed race babies, right? The mom is black. The dad is biracial to himself. So this lady now had a baby with a black man and still proceeded to get a tattoo of apes to represent her black grandchildren. Like, please be so fucking for real. To have so much ignorance and pretend like, oh, you just didn't know that it was that serious. You just had no idea. You had no clue. Bullshit. And you would never see my babies again. I don't care. And the mom is divorcing the dad because he has not supported her in this at all. Like, that's the reason why she came on here to tell her story time, because they was making her feel crazy. Like, she was just being dramatic, overreacting, this, then the third. So she left him. Because how are you, as a biracial woman myself, this is why don't nobody like us now. Because how are you, as a black man, half black biracial man, how are you supporting this? I don't care if that's your mother. I don't care if that's your family. I don't care. How are you not speaking up for your wife? How are you not defending your children? As a half black man, how are you okay with just letting this slide and not correcting, reprimanding your mother at all? I don't care if she's your mom. Like I said, you would never see my kids again. There's no way, because you're trying to be funny, and at this point, I can't trust you around my children at all. Nope.